And grammar. In grammar, first of all, I would like to ask you a question. Do you know what is a verb? Can you tell me what a verb is? Very easy question I have asked. What is a verb?
So the action of doing work?
The action of doing work. Okay. Can you cite some examples?
Play, eat.
Okay. Whose example is
Run.
it giving? Whose example is it giving? See, verb is a kind of word in English grammar that takes you all the way around. Okay. That is used as a verb directly, then it is used as transitive in transitive verbs. Then you again see it works as voice, then it is also infinitive, gerunds and participles. So verb has got a great job, many jobs to do. So what is a can you differentiate between all these? Yes, please. Can you differentiate between all these? Verb has 5 forms.
In between transitive or intransitive?
I'm asking the sum total question. What do you mean by verb? What do you mean by transitive, intransitive verb? Then you have auxiliaries, verbs. So verbs are doing many jobs, So these all jobs are only done by this fellow called verb. Can you see the digital screen now?
No, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, I didn't share the screen rather. Wait. I didn't share the screen and I was using the digital verb. Now you will be able to see. It's okay now, chaps?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if we are talking about, say, verbs, verbs in simple language tells or asserts. You know the meaning of assert? You know the meaning about asserts?
So to express.
Okay. Assert something about a person or thing. Okay. There is not proper writing on this digital board, as we can't see what we write. We are only seeing as you are seeing. So anyways, in simple language, I would rather say, in the simple language, when we talk of a verb, we say ki verb shows the action. You know what is an action or state? Of course, of a noun or a pronoun. In other words, verbs tells us about the action or state of a noun or a pronoun. Now, the other things that verb does. Please have a pen and a paper with you. It does. The second thing it does, it tells us one. What a person or thing does. Can you cite some example? I'm not seeing your chats, so you need to speak out. Because I'm writing, I'm unable to see the chats. So a verb tells us what a person or thing does. Like sir writes, right? You read. Okay. The clock strikes. Okay. Is that clear with you? So this shows that verb tells us that its subject is the doer of the action. Now the verb writes, the verb read, and the clock strikes just tells us that the subject is the doer of the action. Any doubts? I cannot see your chat now, neither I am seeing your chat. So please, you have to speak out. You'll have to speak out, okay?
Okay, sir.
So, in other words, I say that verb tells us what a noun does. Means or subject does it. Now, what is a subject? Can you tell me what is a subject? What is
The
a
subject about which we talk.
subject? Is that part of the sentence that tells us about the person speaking.
Yes,
Subject,
sir.
subject. Like if I say my name is Ram, I'm talking about my name. If I say I like music, I'm talking about I. If I say I am a teacher, again I'm talking about I. If I say get out of the class, what am I talking about? Where is the subject? Get out of the class? Get out of the class, where am I talking?
The class.
You.
You, very good. Who is the
You.
Yes, sir. You is silent.
Yes, you is hidden, not silent. You is hidden. The subject is that part of the sentence that tells us about the person speaking. So when we talk about you, when we say sit down, stand up, get out, go, come, these all are have hidden subjects. That is, you is hidden in these sentences. Now, sleep, baby, sleep. Where is the subject? Sleep, baby, sleep. Where is the subject?
Baby.
Baby.
Okay. Repeat the subject. So,
Baby.
sleep, baby, sleep.
Baby.
Okay.
Baby.
Here comes the bus. Where is the subject?
Bus. Bus.
Bus.
Okay.
Bus is the subject.
Now, now you should know one major thing. There cannot be a sentence without a verb. In English language, there are n number of things that can happen, but there is one thing that cannot happen, that there cannot be a sentence without a verb minded. The question should be why? Do you have that answer? Why cannot be a sentence without a verb? If we are talking about, say, Ram, if we are talking about any subject in the world, if we talk about any subject in the world, any subject, the any subject got to be there, is present, was present, or will be present. If we talk about Ram, Ram was, or Ram shall be. If Ram is not here, not in imagination, neither Ram was nor Ram is, and Ram would be never, how will you talk about Ram? So the moment you talk about something, that thing comes into existence, or is in existence, was in existence, or will be in existence. Now, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
The first thing that verb told us what a person or thing does. The second thing that verb tells us is what is done to a sorry what is done to a person or thing. For example, can you tell me? Students are taught. Okay. The boy is beaten. You know, beaten means to love somebody much, right?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Beaten doesn't means to love somebody more.
No, sir.
No, sir.
I'll I'll give you a live demo. Don't worry, in the class. And okay, done. Even instead of boy, okay. If instead of boy we can I will put girl. Now it's okay.
No, sir.
Now
Now it's okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
No,
It's
sir.
okay.
anyway.
No, sir.
So a verb even tells us what
Now it's much.
please be quiet. The verb also tells us what is done to a person or thing. In other words, it is here we see the receiver of the action. Now, what I want to tell you, if verb would not be there, you would not know who is the doer in a sentence and who is the receiver in a sentence, right? Now, you see the students are not doing anything. The boy and a girl are not doing anything. Rather, they are the receivers of the action. They are just receivers of the action. They aren't the doers of the action. But in the last one, Hari laughs, I teach, you read. The subject or the noun denoted by the subject was the doer of the action, right? Now, now let us talk of the third one. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What a person
Yes.
or thing is. You know what does is denote in English? Is means state. You know what is state? Avastha. Now, I am a teacher. She was a nurse. The old man is dead. These all, now we are talking about all these things, and you know, all these things like this am, this is, and she was, they are all telling us about the state of their subject. Oh my god, the time is running. If this meeting ends here, so need not worry, join in the same group. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Talking and mute, please mute. These all tells us that about the state of their subject, state of their noun denoted by the subject. It will be, I have made a short form. It will be subject of their noun denoted by their subject. Okay. So verb now mainly, let us get back. Now mainly this verb is telling us, now the verb tells us only three things. The first one, can anybody tell me? The verb tells us that noun is the doer of the action. The second, the verb tells us
Receiver of the action.
it is the receiver of the action. And third, what a noun?
State of the action.
State of the action.
No. The state of the person, thing denoted by the subject. How can state of action be told? Okay, a verb is a word used to tell or assert something about some person or thing. Now, a verb is such a kind of a fellow in English grammar that has been assigned many jobs. Now, if we take this into consideration, we see we have come across different verbs. Now, let us see. Ram hit a ball. Now, this hit is a verb. Any doubts about this hit?
No, sir.
Very good. Now, verb hit. The verb hit tells that the subject denoted by the subject, denoted by the noun. Again, I am making short. Noun, that is, what is the subject here? Ram is the doer of the action. Rajnandani, mute your video. The verb hit tells us that the subject noun is the doer of the action. Do you have any problems, beta? If you have any problems, just tell me. Now, Ram hit a ball. Now here is the verb hit. And the verb hit tells us that the subject, what is the subject?
Ram.
Ram.
The subject is receiver of the action. Sorry, doer of the action. Now, don't you think the action of Ram is going from Ram to ball? Don't you think
Yes, sir.
the action of Ram is going from ball to Ram, and the verb hit is passing over the action?
Yes, sir.
It is passing over the action from doer
From doer to object.
receiver. Ram is also the doer and ball is the. Is this clear? Do you have any doubts in this? I don't think there is any doubt over it. I'll explain it again. Now, Ram hit a ball. Ram is hitting a ball. So the action of Ram is going over the ball. So Ram is the doer of action and ball is the receiver of action. And the verb hit is telling us that Ram is passing over the action to Ram is doing, and the verb hit is passing over the action from the doer Ram to the receiver ball, right? Hence, this verb is transitive
Transitive verb.
verb. Transitive verb is a verb that
Denotes an action which passes over subject to the
over the action from doer
subject to an object
to
or doer to a receiver.
receiver. Is this clear? Is this clear? Now, can we
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
can we have one more example here? Can anybody tell me one example, please? Can anybody tell me an example, please?
The boy kicks the football.
Cheating from Ren and
I-
Martin.
I painted the car.
The boy threw the ball.
Let us write the peeping girl's name. The boy kicks the.
No, sir. I have read earlier.
I didn't say anything, my dear. I just said, let us see what business is happening. You should refer Ren and Martin, though. It is in my VCS. You can refer Ren and Martin. Ren and Martin is a very good book.
Yes,
So,
sir, I have read that.
the boy kicks the football. Again, you can see that the boy is kicking the football. So the boy is what?
Subject.
Doer.
The boy is
Subject.
subject and doer. The boy is
Doer.
subject and doer. The football is object
Receiver.
and receiver.
Obvious.
Receiver.
Object and receiver. And the verb kick is again a transitive
Verb.
verb. You know why it is a transitive verb? Because it passes over
Yes.
the action.
Passes over.
You know, transit means passing over. So it becomes a transitive verb. Now, there is you know, English is a language of exceptions. Within 2 minutes, this meeting will come to an end. So we'll rejoin. So English is a language of exceptions, mind it. And in English, there is again one thing that in the concept of transitive and intransitive. Transitive means passing over of anything. So now we are talking of intransitive verb. Now if I say I teach and I put a full stop. So the verb shows the action is being done by I, but there is no receiver. So the same verb here becomes intransitive. Whereas the same verb, if I say I teach you, this is the object and the receiver. The same verb has become transitive. Here it is transitive, but there it is intransitive. Right?
Yes.
I'm leaving this meeting and I'm joining the another one. Okay. So you could also do the same.
Yes, sir.
It'll end abruptly. So leave this meeting and join this other one with the same ID.